I'm just starting easy here. Darkane has been a significant force in the melodic death metal scene for years. How do you feel your sound has evolved since the release of your debut album, Rusted Angel?
I think in some way that we stick to our style pretty much, but with some differences. I don't know if we evolved alongside trends and stuff like that, but um, and we release albums quite seldom. So it's been 2 years since we released the last one, and it was 9 years before that. Um, but I think we've yeah, I think the way we do it works still. We have I think a pretty unique style, I would say,
Yeah.
because of the different mixes of influences that we have. So
Yeah. Your latest album, Inhuman Spirits, marked the return after a long hiatus. What inspired the themes and musical direction of this album?
I mean, we are inspired by a lot of different stuff, and I wouldn't say that there's any difference regarding influences. And also, some of the songs from in Human Spirits that I wrote was written like in 2014 and 15, so I don't remember. But I mean, I have my old influences like classical music and the bands I used to listen to a lot, like Death, Morbid Angel, Slayer, stuff like that. And I pick up some stuff from everything I hear, and I'm influenced by anything. So I can't really pick on something special that influenced us on this album.
Yeah.
It's been the same through all our career, I would say.
I'm gonna ask you a little bit about the lineup changes over the years, particularly with vocalist. How has these changes influenced the band's creative process and sound?
Yeah, we've sounded a bit different with every vocalist, of course. We had Lawrence on the first album, Lawrence McRory on Rusted Angel, our first album, and then Andreas Sydov sounded very different than Lawrence for the next three albums, and then we had Jens, who sounded a little bit like both of Andreas and Lawrence, and he had his own style as well. And then Lawrence came back on the sixth and seventh album, and he had evolved a lot since Rusted Angel, and I would call that the Darkane sound, that the present Darkane sound that he has contributed with. But and now Lawrence quit the band, and we have Tobias Benedal, a new vocalist, and you will hear. I think he's great at sounding like the old singers as well as he has his own style.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the way it's always been with our new vocalists. They can sing the old style and also contribute with something else. So I think it's good. We will he will he will give us a new sound, I think.
Your music is known for its technical complexity. Can you walk us through your songwriting process and how do you balance technicality with melody?
Yeah, we had when we grew up, Peter Wheeler and I. We were very influenced by bands like Meshuggah, Cynic, and I would say Death was also pretty technical, and we got quite bored of doing just regular plain music. We wanted to be a challenge to play, and the band we had before Darkane was called Aggretator, and it was very technical. So when we started Darkane, we didn't want to do the technical stuff to that point because you should be able to uh, recognize the stuff as well. So yeah, it's important that people can bang their heads to parts of the songs and feel the groove, and also to have some kind of melodies. And if you can combine it with the technical stuff in some parts, I think that's the formula we have. When I write music, I don't think a lot about it anymore. I just write whatever I like, and sometimes it comes out technical, and sometimes just plain and groovy.
Peter Wilder is known for his drumming prowess. How does his approach to drumming shape Darkane's overall sound, especially in the context of your latest work?
I think he plays very musically. He listens to what the guitars do, and if we play like more lighter stuff, he plays on the lighter drums, so to speak, the lighter tones, and he's very good at following what we do when he does fills and stuff like that. A lot of the songs that I have written, I have programmed the drum machine, but when I hear Peter do his take on it, when he has composed his stuff, I'm always I'm very happy because I think he does it very well.
What has been your most memorable live performance and what made it stand out from other shows?
That is a very hard question because we have done a lot of fun shows. We were in South America last year, and to play all those cool countries like Mexico and El Salvador, Guatemala, Costa Rica, Colombia, Chile, Argentina, and Brazil was really cool. So the whole tour was great. But to pick one, the Santiago show in Chile was amazing. We got a lot of love from the audience, and it was a dream come true to go to the other side of the earth and play. Yeah. Also, playing Tokyo was a big dream for me, and those cool festivals like Sweden Rock, Roskilde, Wacken Open Air, Dynamo, Grass Pop, and also our first show in the US, like Milwaukee Metal Fest, was very cool. So, but it's hard to pick one.
Yeah. Can you pick one that's been shit?
Well, we played Cardiff in Great Britain, and they didn't do any promotional stuff, promotion for that show, so nobody knew we were coming. I think we played in front of 10 people, and that was including the supporting act. And the 1 week after, I got a mail from a fan from Cardiff that said, oh, "Can you please come to Cardiff?" And I said, "We played that last week," and he said, "What?" So yeah, they didn't know. The fans in there didn't know we were there. So
yeah, that's terrible.
Yeah. It was a long time ago.
Yeah. Given that members of Darkane have been involved in various side projects, how does these experience influence your works with the band?
Well, I guess we
just pick some ideas from side projects and put it all together as the band in Darkane, or?
I don't know. I mean, Peter is the one that has played most on other stuff like Pestilence, Old Man Child, and James Labrie solo albums, and a lot of others. Claes Ideberg plays in Terror 2000, but they're not active anymore, I think, and the Defaced. And I've done some guest solos on albums, but I also did my own solo album called Non-Human Level. But I think Non-Human Level was more influenced by Darkane. Yeah. So I just tweaked the guitar stuff a notch. My motto was to play like it was an Yngwie Malmsteen album, but with death metal instead. So a lot of guitar solos and stuff. Yeah. But Yeah, I'm sure we got influenced by. I mean, Peter Wheeler. I mean, he auditioned for Dream Theater and stuff like that, and I'm pretty sure he was influenced by what he did with them.
Yeah.
When he played with them and stuff like that. Yeah.
The Swedish metal scene has produced many influential bands. How do you see Darkane's place within these scenes, and how do you think the scene has changed over the years?
Well, my opinion is that we were among the first bands to combine growl and clean singing, because we did that on the Rusted Angel album, and I think it was because we were influenced by Strapping Young Lad, who was mostly doing clean vocals, but with screams as well. And we wanted to have more growl and stuff like that. And after that, many bands like Soilwork and In Flames released albums with combined clean and growling vocals. So influence on the metal history in Sweden, I think.
Yeah.
But right now, I don't know really. I don't listen to new bands a lot. I prefer the older stuff. Well, I think Darkane has our own pretty unique style. That's
Yeah.
at least what I hear people write in comments and stuff.
Yeah.
So, but it's hard to tell from the inside.
Yeah. Yeah. When I looked up Darkane and or the description about Darkane, it was melodic death metal / thrash metal.
Yeah.
So
/ death metal. Yeah. It's we don't know. We just
oh,
write what we think is cool.
yeah, you play the music that you like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is fun to play.
Yeah. How do you approach lyrical themes in your music? Are there particular concepts or messages that you feel are essentials to the Darkane's identity?
Well, it's been at least a lot about mental darkness, and I mean Peter Wheeler is the one that wrote most of the lyrics before, and Lawrence also wrote some. And I know Peter was very influenced by both mental darkness and some political stuff, I think. On Inhuman Spirits, we wrote like 2 lyrics each or something like that, and it's it was very different themes, so we don't have one concept. I wouldn't say that.
What are your plans for the future? Are there any new directions or experiments you are excited to explore?
Yes, I mean we have a new singer now, so we want to see what he can do with new songs. So we've started to write some new material, and we will release one this autumn. One song, one track with our new vocalist. I don't know if I'm allowed to tell that, but now I did. And yeah, we have some not tours, but shows coming up, some festival offers and stuff like that for the next year. And we're playing Carmageddon in Norway in May.
Yeah.
We haven't played Norway since 2009, I think, or 10. We played Oslo, and we played Oslo in 2003 also with Meshuggah.
Uh-huh.
That was really cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's time to.
Thank you.
Thank you.